Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I took up another challenge. Last week, a bunch of you wanted to see if I could go pistol only on normal servers. Don't join pistol only servers, but join a normal server going against people that were using primary weapons and then see if you can do well with it. See if I can go on some kill streaks. And you let me, or the parameters were very vague. You said that I could basically use any pistol that I wanted, so be it the MP443, the Magnum, and I decided to use the M1911. This is probably my favorite pistol in the game, and so I figured that if I was gonna go against players that were using primary weapons, that I should at least be comfortable with the pistol, or at least feel like I can kill someone with it. So that's the one I chose, and what's nice about this weapon, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know by now, is that it hits really hard. It doesn't hit as hard as the Magnum or the Rex, but I think it's the second hardest hitting, or at least the third hardest hitting, depending on the damage models of the Rex and the Magnum. So it's nice in that category. But the one downside of it, though, is that it doesn't have very many rounds in its magazine. It only will hold 9 or 8 rounds in the magazine, and so you have to be very, very efficient with every single one of your shots. And so what I found myself doing is that because I really couldn't take out more than 2 targets, I don't even think I was able to take out 3 in one magazine ever. Like, I just don't know if it was possible for me to ever do that. So what I pretty much was doing throughout this play session and trying to get gameplay for today was I would run around and I would kind of be a little hitman squad. I would hide behind cover, I would wait for someone to come by, I'd pick them off really fast, I would run away if I saw a bunch of people around the corner, I would take one out, and then I would just GTFO. I would get the hell out of there because I needed to reload. And if I tried to go for the next target, usually I would just notify my presence that I was there, and then they would proceed to put a bunch of virtual bullets in my virtual brain. I was using the suppressor, and that was allowing me to really take advantage of this tactic. It was kind of hard to say if the suppressor was warranted. There were some times, and you will see on a TDM round, I think it was on Canals, where the enemy team was like swarming me, but because no one was paying attention to their minimap, or actually they were paying attention to their minimap and not what was going on around them, I was just picking people off. I was like, this is unbelievable. Like, what are you guys doing? And so that was a lot of fun. So in some circumstances, the suppressor was really helpful, but on the other hand, there were moments where when I was trying to go for a target at like a medium distance, it was very clear that I was kind of hurting because I was using the suppressor. It was reducing my damage, and I had to take more shots. And because I only had 9 rounds, and if I wasn't accurate at all, I'd go through the entire magazine, I'd be out of luck, and then because I can't switch on over to anything else, I mean, I'm using pistol only, I'm left kind of floundering, and then I would need to reload, and usually that would result in my death. And so another thing that I had to overcome is that this pistol isn't an automatic weapon, and if I'm going against someone who is using, let's say, the M16A3, the F2000, the AEK that has a really high RPM, my 330 rounds per minute isn't going to do very well. And so it was fun because I really had to be on my game. I had to make sure every single one of my shots count, and when I would notice someone round the corner and I could see that they were using the F2000, and then I was able to secure the kill just by being accurate and getting headshots off. I think only 2 headshots gets you a kill if you were up close. It is such a satisfying experience. Didn't happen very often, and it made it very, very challenging, but when it did, that warm, fuzzy feeling and that rush that you get was just awesome, and it's one of the reasons why I love doing this series. So in general, this was a difficult challenge. Whenever you're going against someone who is using a primary weapon and all you have is a secondary, the odds are stacked against you. But as long as I was able to get the flanks off, as long as I was able to take advantage of the suppressor, kind of be a silent, sneaky assassin, I was able to go on some fairly successful runs. So that is about it for today's Terrible Weapon Challenge, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you have a setup that you would like me to try next, let me know by leaving a comment down below, and also make sure to thumbs up the ones you would also like me to try. But until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and take it easy.